If you get clear on how your experience is created, will your productivity increase? Hi, I'm Steve Dickinson, and in my experience, a lot of people, even successful people, will, during bouts of insecure thinking, listen to the voice inside their head. I call this voice the inner journalist. And this journalist can often create a story about why a person is not worthy of success. By talking to themselves in this way, they can stay in inaction or give up on their goals, despite their success, because in the story that they're creating in their own mind, they do not think that they are good enough. Here's an analogy. If we were to go to the cinema and there was no projector light, we would just be looking at a dull screen at the end of a dark room. If there were no film in the projector, we would just be looking at a very bright screen at the end of a dark room. And if there were no screen at the end of the room, we would just be sitting in the dark with a light flashing behind us. All three, the projector light, the film and the screen, have to be in place for a person to have a cinematic experience. You could consider your mind to be a projector, your thoughts to be the film, and your conscious awareness to be the screen. We're all the same. We focus the energy of our minds and project it through the film of thought onto the screen of consciousness and act like we are seeing reality. You are not who you think you are, because that changes depending on the quality or the content of your thinking. You are your ability to create thought. Reality is a creative experience. So if you create your own reality, you might as well create a good one. If we're thinking happy, positive thoughts, we have happy, positive feelings. If we're thinking negative, unhappy thoughts, we feel depressed and unhappy. This shows that we are only and always living in the feelings of our thinking. A baby can go from happy and giggling to screaming for something, and a few seconds later go back to being happy and giggling again. This is how it should be. Our emotions are our conscious awareness of changes in our body chemistry, and they are there to help us through life. It's natural to feel fear if there's something dangerous nearby. However, if a person feels fear and there's nothing dangerous in the immediate environment, then it's an indicator that their thinking is not suitable for the circumstances. You can use the way you feel as an inner guidance system to the quality of your thinking. With this understanding, a person can realize that you are only one thought away from a completely different experience of being alive. What happens when you realize that you are only ever one thought away from happiness?